go with it.
Yeah.
Because sound was fine before. Hopefully sound will be fine here. Okay, I'm going to try to hit.
Right.
Go live. Yeah, sometimes we're good, sometimes we're bad. We're going to buffer.
Yep.
We'll give people time to get here. Okay, y'all. We don't know how long this will last. We are pretty positive this looks like shit. We don't know what it sounds like. Okay. So everybody's going to say a million times it's choppy. We're aware. They're going to say it's buffering. We're aware. When new people come in and say it, feel free in the comments to go, we know. I feel like this is the perfect ending to this day.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So if you cannot handle the buffer or the chop, feel free to skip this one. We'll be calling Cox Business Internet on Monday. We think there's a problem with either the router. Yeah, the router, because our home internet's fine. Yeah. We are in the dark, dank corner. That is my corner of the office.
Oh, I never turned the light.
Well, and yeah, if you want to. I mean, so we have nominally better internet connection over here, but it keeps jumping. Oh, the sun turned on. Thank you.
The sun came up.
Yeah. I am okay if people skip this stream because I can understand that this is this might be frustrating to watch. Should be fixed by the 24th. Better be fixed by Wednesday because I'll be really mad if we can't live stream the podcast. Silent Wing, I give you permission if it buffers on me making a classic and hilarious expression. Screenshot it, make it an emoji. Yeah, an emoji. That's the word I wanted. You have my permission. But yeah, I would probably just put us on as background noise if you can't stand to watch the stutter start stuff. Because, yeah. Pretend it's a podcast. That's where we started, right? A lot of y'all are OGs. Pretend you're listening to the podcast. You just have the opportunity to actually chat to us.
Right.
I think if we did Clubhouse, that's what it would be like. You would only be able to hear us. So I do want to go in and say hi to folks because it's not. Is it a stream if I don't say hi to everybody?
No, it's not.
It's not. It's not. Weirdly, I'm so used to there being a camera lens. Like I've got to look at the green light on my computer. Hi, Silent Wing. Hi, Captain. Hi, Mr. Spock. Hi, V. Hi, Kim. Hi, X. Hi, Sir Schmoopsy Pants. Hi, Missy. I'm scrolling. Hi, Dustin. Hi, Christy. Hi, Georgia Little. I'm scrolling. Hi, Shelby. I'm scrolling. So.
Hi, everybody.
I know, Mr. Spock, she didn't need my permission, but in case she ever wondered to herself, is Kayla okay with this? Yeah, blanket permission. I know that the buffer stutter start is always stops at like my weirdest expression.
Yeah.
It's never flattering. I never have my glamour shot thing going on. Hi, Alice. Hi, Lynn. But, hi, Andre. Yeah, Captain, Discord does, but then people who are not part of our Patreon would not be able to participate. So, hi, Brandy. Yeah, Brandy, thank you for joining. Glad this could be your first Munch. Sorry, the quality sucks.
Right.
Hi, Win. Welcome. God,
thank you for the birthday wishes, Andre, and happy birthday to you.
Mm-hmm. So, oh God, X. Yeah, that would work. That would make me super uncomfortable with everything. So this is one of those things. I said it feels like the day started out well. The day started out hopeful. And then I went,
As any day does.
And we were bright and shiny thinking about the stream today.
Yeah.
We were like, let us sit down with our beverage. This will be great. Now it's wah, wah, wah. We are glad that we can spend time with y'all. We just wish it was better quality time. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Happy early birthday to Mr. Spock, too. Oh, y'all cancers.
Wow.
What the hell, man? Let's see. What's been going on with us? Because I don't want to talk about our shitty day. Yes, Mr. Spock, JB's birthday is Monday. So y'all are one day apart.
Oh, wow.
I think y'all are about the same age, too. Like, within a few years, I thought. Or maybe not even that much. JB's turning 60, Mr. Spock. So you know. Yay, X. We love it when somebody gets too fully vaccinated. I can't wait till the 11-year-old is the 12-year-old. So he can be vaccinated. I'll be very happy about that. How's your shingle shot going? JB got his second shingle shot the other day.
It's finally not hurting anymore.
How many days was that? That was like
about 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
She was like freaking Nurse Ratched, man. She was
You keep saying that.
She was brutal with that freaking needle.
I think what it is that you're a sadist, not a masochist, so you don't like pain anyway, and you really don't like somebody else being in control of your pain. You don't really consent. You consent because you want the benefits of the vaccine you're getting, but you don't consent because you don't like to give up control or be in pain.
No, she was bitchin' brutal. Okay.
Okay, so she was just feeding off your energy. She went, oh, here's the sadist. Let's have fun. I wonder if she's a femdom when she's not poking people with needles. That would be awesome. Mr. Spock's closer to me than you. So what else? There was something else. Yes, I don't know if this mic will pick it up, but yes, that is Lola snoring in the background, if you wondered. So, oh, Shelby, yay, I'm so happy for your almost 12-year-old. Yeah, all the nurses all of us had for our COVID shots are great.
Oh, they were
I barely
great.
felt that. But like somebody said, it's a smaller needle as well. So
Yeah.
the most painful shot I ever got was a shot in my butt. And it was when I had strep throat and was like, no, but I'm still going to work. Can you just make me better?
The way she did it, she pinched my arm.
And she pinched it so it hurt, didn't she?
And then she put the needle in, and then she was like...
She dug around?
Yeah.
Okay, medical professionals, your opinion. Good, bad, normal, not? Was she Nurse Ratched? Was she a femdom who saw somebody that she was like, oh, let me help you out? So, what else? There was something else I was going to mention. Was it from today? I don't think it was from today. Oh, I've been watching way too many reels. I'm starting to talk in the music from reels. Or the sound from reels. I've watched way too many reels.
Am I going to have to cut you off?
I'm calling it research. We apparently need to get better at reels and do them more often. And I need to
Oh, so that's what you're doing, research.
No, I'm addicted. It's really sad.
It's
like, this is a faster addiction than Twitter. Twitter was bad. I used to scroll for hours there too, but this is bad. I lose entire evenings. I'm like, where the hell did time go? How did I sit down at 7 and now it's 10 and all I've done is watch reels? She was being effective. Brandy says, show the technique again. Okay, I'll come closer.
She
Ow!
She pinched the skin, and then she put the needle in, and then she was like jabbing it around after it was in,
and working it around.
Yeah.
Was that official there?
Zhuzhing the vaccine.
Zhuzhing.
In my arm.
Zhuzhing the vaccine. Then she's a woman after my own heart. She might be a sadist. She might have been a sadist having a bad day. I think it's possible. You know what's funny? Somebody said maybe she's a lurker and knows and knew.
And that could I thought that too.
So here's what's funny. When we went to Gainesville today, gave the 15-year-old 45 solid minutes of driving practice, let him drive the highway all the way down to over to Gainesville. Took him over to see the University of Florida campus because he's like, I'm kind of interested. It wasn't like an official tour. We just drove around. And he visited with a friend of his who is starting her freshman year when school starts. And actually, I think classes have already started.
Yeah, she's taking summer classes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So he's doing that. We're at the mall. And because Gainesville is bigger than where we live, and we did have I had a fun sighting in Publix. Shout out to that person if they show up. I did have a moment of, what if we see somebody who knows us? And then I was like, who the fuck do I think I am? Why am I mean, we know there's a kink community in Gainesville.
Yes.
We've done a couple of workshops. We've been around a couple of workshops.
Yeah.
But I did have when we were carrying our bags, and I was feeling all cute because I'm, not dressed in my puppy pajamas. By the way, I was wearing actual clothes, and I was like, I feel all cute. This would be a great time for somebody who recognizes me to see me. No, it will happen when I look like death, but it's fine. So, Brady says, okay, maybe not proper technique. Yeah. Yeah,
it was a different pharmacy tech than the one that originally gave me the first shingle vaccine. And it was fine. I mean, she just, she just jabbed, put in, and moved on, and it was fine. This actually bruised up.
Yeah, you had a big old red mark.
Yeah.
Ooh. I know you don't want to talk too much about it, but I didn't post that picture, and I'll say it here first. You have been playing with a prototype of a paddle that is not ready for mass production at all. That left you with marks.
Yes.
Not broke? Did it break the skin, or was it just a welt?
Both.
Broke the skin. And so here's what's funny. Sadist over here is like, that's awesome. People like that. And I'm over here going, but the liability. We're going to need to get more liability coverage before we promote a paddle that will break your skin. So, Brandy, that's if it was a nurse or tech. It was a pharmacy tech?
It was a pharmacy tech.
Maybe that was...
They don't...
No shade to pharmacy techs.
They don't give the shingle vaccine. I asked at the doctor's office, and they told me just to go to my pharmacy, and they would administer the shot there.
And again, first time was fine. Second time,
yeah,
we were zhuzhing in there.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Do you think you can angle your arm to the camera so they can see the mark? The marks that the prototype paddle made?
I'll try.
We'll move your arm around. No. Did you forget how cameras work?
Yeah.
Where is that? Oh, God. That's the face that Silent Winged is gonna... No, your arm doesn't bend
you're
right.
Okay.
You're going to have to stand up and come... What are you... Okay, I'll try and help you. No, they're not going to see that either. Oh, yeah. No. Right here?
No.
Yeah.
Up more towards the
then you're not in a camera shot. No, that's your freckle. You should sit here and do like that.
I'm not going to
it would be like that. Never mind, I've teased everybody for nothing. And for anybody who's just joining us, yes, we know we're buffering. Yes, we know it's bad. We're sorry. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
See, I told you, this did not look like anything.
With the buffering.
No.
What I will do, I'll
Andre points out that the one that the custom order would break skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this one has got a cutout in it. I won't say much because I know you're working on it, but those edges, those points to that cutout are sharp.
Well, I'll go get it and give him a sneak peek of the paddle.
Okay, it's up to you.
All right,
it's just a prototype.
I'll be right back.
He'll be back. So this prototype that he's gonna come show off, he says, "I need your butt," and I'm like, "Well, hi there. I'm glad you do." But I was like, "What?" And so I was walking through the backyard. I go to the shop. He's working. I think I was going to tell him what I had finished doing or whatever. He goes, "Hold that thought. Turn around," and he holds up what is currently known as the large red oak paddle, but we're renaming it because we're changing woods. It's not going to be red oak. He holds one of those up against my butt and makes marks on the paddle based on the size of my ass. And then I find out like a couple days later, he's doing cutouts on this paddle, and he used my butt as the measurement of trying to get each cutout to hit a cheek potentially. So if this thing comes into production and we actually sell this at some point, just know it's based off of my butt. And that's how into our work we get. So let's see.
So yeah, I had a paddle that while I was working on it, the wood split on the handle.
Yeah.
And that happens. That happens.
But now it's an unusable.
Not very often, but it does happen. And I had this idea noodling around in my head, as I do. And I thought I'd make play with the scroll saw that I got a little bit. And this is what I...
And you're going to have to hold it up for a while because we're going to buffer 10 million times.
Yeah, that's what I played with. And I marked, the reason I needed her butt was because I wanted to make sure
that's my butt cheek, and that's my butt cheek.
Right.
That's how far apart part of my butt is. That's how big my butt is.
Yeah. So that's right in the middle of her butt cheeks.
Yeah.
There.
So as you can imagine, hopefully I'll keep it up. My hand will be up here long enough. See those points and edges? Yeah. That cut his skin and made literally a circle of marks on your arm. He's got little cuts.
Each point of the star, 8-point star, made a mark on my arm where I tried it.
My question is, can you round out those edges? Liability is all I'm making about.
Why would I do that?
We would have to put on a big, big warning that this can and will break skin. Use at your own peril. Oh my God.
It's not a beginner's paddle.
No, I would have to put a massive thing on it. It's like, this is not for beginners.
And Silent Wing, you asked about resining the handle back. That's what I did. I did repair it.
Oh, okay, cool. But yeah, that's like this is a prototype.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. And, it just came right off the scroll saw like this, that I tried that. It's got no sanding on it or anything like that.
Yeah, it's not even near finishing. It's just a rough cut. Not a rough cut. What would you call it? Was it a rough cut?
Yeah, kind of a rough prototype.
I used the right term. 3 days in the wood shop, and I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
So.
I do not. Silent Wing guy thought the same thing. I was like, I know who might like this. Rah-rah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is early stages of development, though.
Yeah.
You've got some other things that you're prototyping that are knives. I think that's going to be a 2022 thing, yeah?
I don't know. I'm really excited about the new knives, and I would like to really try to have them by Christmas.
Okay, so as your marketing manager, finance officer... So, yeah, you've been playing this week. What else has been going on? I don't got anything. I'm wearing my comfy PJs. I'm drinking unsweet iced tea, decaf, because I'm boring now. I'm addicted to reels.
Yes. I guess this is the next step from the YouTube addiction.
I'm still addicted to YouTube. I spent an hour on YouTube earlier. So the reels I watch are whatever's recommended to me, and I feel like that particular Instagram account has my number. Mom content, therapy content, introvert content, zodiac Dog content. It's a very wholesome reel scroll. Every once in a while there'll be something, or like there'll be a little kid playing with reels, and I scroll right the fuck through that. I'm like, I'm not here to watch kids, but yeah. The mom content is kind of weird. I almost fell down a moms who are against vaccines reel hole, and I got myself out of that real quick. I was like, those are not my people. I'm not their people. I'm like, stick all of my children with all of the needles now would be great kind of mom. So I was like, let me get out of that one. But yeah, Instagram has my number. So, hi Northern Sir. Let's see, what else? Keychains will be ready at the shop.
Yes.
Hopefully by early next week.
Mm-hmm.
But we have other things too. Do you want to do a show and tell? It's a Munch. People do show. Well, in safe spaces that are not purely vanilla, you might see a show and tell. Show and tells are usually at the club. You got, God knows, you got stacks of paddles. So many paddles. So, yeah, and every time I think, oh, the internet has sorted itself out, it doesn't again. Yeah, so I mean, there is a little bit of a train wreck thing. I get stressed out hearing some of that stuff, though, so it's like, I don't want to be that stressed. Just give me cute dogs. Oh, and cats. I also get cat reels. Yeah. But now I'm starting to think and talk and sometimes sing in reels, like real music clips and sound clips. So, yeah.
So, I know probably not the best time to talk about it with the internet being fluey the way it is, but I think I may have found a game that we can play and stream.
Oh God, we really are back. Is that why you've been playing that?
Part of the reason, yeah.
I'm curious about how we're both going to play it at the same time and stream both of us at the same time. We don't have that many fucking cameras. How's that going to work? Did I stump you? Did I stump him?
I believe.
Okay.
And I'd have to look at this. If I'm streaming from my computer, you would join the game and then you're in the game.
Yeah, but which camera's on who for streaming? How are we talking? Because there's the game, which that's fine.
Yeah.
And then there's the streaming.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. But what game? Feel free, because we know we have gamers who like to hang out with us.
Bee Swarm Simulator.
From Roblox.
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you think I would enjoy that one?
Because it's not a game. It's not a shooter game.
Oh yeah, I'm not playing a shooter game. I don't like that.
And while there are some bugs that you battle, your bees do the fighting for you. You raise bees and you collect pollen.
Gotcha.
And then make honey.
Gotcha. Yes, but is my existence validated, Silent Wing, if I don't have a camera on my face while I'm talking? Don't think it is. Sharon, it's an unsweet iced tea that I'm drinking.
And I'm drinking water with Propel.
CDC, we are planning holiday production now.
Now.
Which is why I gave him that look when he said he wanted to introduce new knife designs, because that was not part of our prep and planning for the holidays. And it's okay to hold a couple things back to get folks excited in the next year.
Okay.
Thank you. See, our last prep and planning session for the holidays, we got into a bit of a disagreement. It was not an argument. There was no raised voices, but it was a disagreement. And so we did not finish the planning, but most of the planning was done by the time we were in a disagreement. Yeah, and that was never on the agenda. You actually said, in 2022, this is what I want to do. I love you. I love you. So, yeah, those of y'all dealing with heat right now, I'm so sorry.
Oh, no.
We have had mild weather because of us. We've had so much damn rain. So,
We briefly saw sunshine a little bit last night and this morning.
Yeah, we got sunshine again when I decided, sure, I'll go walk Lola. And then I was sweating my ass off. So what is the game Don't Starve Together, Silent Wing? That makes me nervous. I want to play like a fun one that's kind of mindless, and if you're bad at it, it's not like life or death, and it's kind of fun if you're bad at it. Like, it's still fun if you're bad at it.
Well, that's...
Because I'm going to be bad at it. Totally going to be bad at it. So, what else? I don't know. I'm just tired of this damn internet sucking.
Yeah.
We consider it a podcast tonight, y'all. I'm trying to think. I don't feel like we have anything interesting to talk about. You haven't decided what special meal out you want for your birthday. With all the income changes, we're not really doing gifts, and I had a good one planned, and it did not pan out because income changes. But we are going to go out to a nice meal in lieu of. Normally, we would do both, and I was like, we'll just do the eating out part because that's fun. We eat our emotions around here. Have you decided? Have you narrowed it down at all where you want to go eat for your birthday? I told him it could be a nice place because it's his birthday present.
I'm kind of leaning towards Carrabba's.
I will happily break bread with you. Break garlic fucking bread with you.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, telling that I don't want me or my avatar or my fake game persona to starve. So, okay, Shybeen, what's Fall Guys about? Educate us. Even though I have a feeling you're going to try and figure out how to make it so we... I know there's ways to do 2 cameras, so what if I played from my Mac and you played from the gamey computer thing, the streamy computer thing?
First, we got to find a game that you are willing to...
I mean, I'm being educated by the folks who play games. I don't want a game where I'm starving, or anybody's starving, though. I don't want anything stressful. I don't want anything that gets me too competitive because I'm a competitive person. Yeah. I would love something cutesy because I'm a fucking baby girl, okay? So yeah.
Thank you, Shybeen.
What else? So we might go to Carrabba's. Are you gonna like go all in and actually get pasta?
Probably. So I'm going to be fasting the next 2 days.
That's the kind of the point. You fast and then you can eat what the fuck you want. Yeah, I asked the 15-year-old who's going to be 16 the following week, and I was like, what do you want? And he's like, well, I don't know, because they're not... Somehow, I did something right, and neither kid is, like, really attached to food in the same way. Like, they don't think of food in the way you and I think of food at all. Like, they don't think of food at all until they're hungry. So they're like, you want to celebrate with food? I don't even know what that means. I'm like, we've been doing this your whole damn life. Where do you want to go eat? So, oh, it's a silly obstacle course. Those super cute characters. That sounds fun. You should check it out. I would play your game. I would try different games. I would try different games.
Okay.
It's not that stressful. I don't want anything that can be classified as not that stressful either.
Oh, God.
I know any and all games require some level of thought, but I kind of don't want to have to put too much thought into it. Like, I don't want it to feel like work.
Minecraft in creative mode.
Can I tell you, every time I look at Minecraft, whether it's when you're playing on your computer and you've got the big monitor, or the 11-year-old's playing like on his iPad or whatever, the pixelated like blocky things, like that just annoys me. I'm like, I understand that that's the design of the game, but I'm like, why is it all pixelated looking? I don't like this. It looks like it's blurry. I don't like this. That being said, I found out I'm on a wait list for it, for those who would care, and I know it's like 1.2 of you, but somebody out there, I think it's through Fat Quarter Shop, has a quilt kit for a Minecraft inspired, because of copyright and everything, Minecraft inspired quilt. And the 11-year-old did say, if you ever make that for me, I'll be so happy. And of course, because it's Minecraft and everything's blocky, it's just, but it's the colors. The quilt kit with all the fabric you need, though, is like $100 and something. That's why I don't own it. So, oh, okay, I've heard about the penguins. I had heard that some game had penguins, so apparently that's Terraria. You played Terraria for a while, right?
Yeah.
You like that one?
Yeah,
Would I find that stressful? Would I get competitive? Would I have to work hard? Would I have to think really hard?
Yes.
No. None of those things sound like fun. They just don't. X, we're talking in averages. Every stream, there's more or less people. Every episode, there's more or less people. The law of averages. So, I mean, I knew that they played something, but I didn't know what they played. So, okay. And X, somebody's left hand may really be into quilting, and somebody's right hand might not be. Did you think of that? I'm just saying. What else? What you got?
I'm tired from going to Gainesville and
I know.
back. It was a long day.
I know, it was a good day. It was fun. We all spent time together, the three of us, because
Yeah.
the 11-year-old's still with his grandmother until next week. And then it got stressful, and then it was fun, and it was stressful, and then it was fun. You know, like family stuff always does.
I'm being summoned, excuse me.
Uh-oh. How are you being summoned? By whom?
Who do you think?
Well, Lola got out of her crate for you.
Yeah.
Oh, did he do it through the window?
No.
Who is summoning him? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, something that sounds awful. I don't want to kill bunnies, and I certainly don't want to see severed heads. Like, sometimes I'd kind of like to be that person, but I'm not that person. What?
I should have known.
What?
She kept going to the door.
Oh,
She
Lola
wanted-
kept going to the door.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like, who is summoning you?
Lola.
Okay.
She wanted out
Okay.
because she heard somebody in the kitchen.
So when she starts howling because she wants back in here, you'll go get the door for her?
I'm going to have to. She wouldn't come back in. There was somebody in the kitchen.
Right, because the kitchen is the food place, and the food place is where she gets food, whether you hand it to her or it drops on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I mean, she got rib bones last night.
She did.
She knows that the kitchen is the place.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, I wasn't going to point that out at this point. Fair. I think we all have our things. Yeah, I worry that I want to say that I'm doing it and not actually have to do any of the game stuff. Like, I just let you do it and I'll just tag along and ask questions. And
Am I doing this right? Is this what I'm supposed to do?
no,
Where are we?
I think
Why
that
are
would
we
be it. I'd be
here?
like, how long are we gonna be here? What button do I hit? What key? And then I probably like go out to left field and pick a flower while you're fighting whatever or completing whatever. So no. So we never did decide. Oh, you never showed me the picture or sent me the picture of the cake you do want for your birthday. Still have to get him his cake too. Yeah, we smoked ribs, Lynn. Like we bought some baby backs on sale a few weeks ago. Forgot we had them, remembered we had them, and then popped them in the smoker. And the 15-year-old was off doing something at some friend's house. Nor did he even want ribs, so we ate them all because it wasn't that big of a serving. You've lost the picture of the cake. You didn't send it to me. Oh, you're sending it to me now.
Right now.
Oh, I was going to show the camera. Except the picture, I'm looking at his phone over his, like, while he's holding it to send me this picture. And I'm seeing the picture I sent him earlier because I tried on something in a store. And I was like, but it wasn't something I could walk out of. It was a bralette. I couldn't walk out of the dressing room and go, what do you think? I guess maybe I could have. I don't know.
There's the picture of the cake.
Oh, yeah. Let's see if you can see it. It's a chocolate cake with a chocolate covered strawberry on it. Oh, okay. So that's easy enough. You know, I am at least old enough to remember when The Sims, like, first came out. And tell me the appeal of Sims. Like, it's people and lives, yeah? Like, yeah, you make them do stuff, I think. I did question that too, Silent. Like, he's a meat-eating kid. And he was like, I'm not but he, like I said earlier, I did something right or wrong, probably right. These kids are not motivated by food at all. Yeah, they like sweet stuff, but they've never really been denied sweet stuff, so they don't think it's, like, extra special. They don't care about eating out. They actually get bored with it, which that's been good lately that they're bored with it because we can't afford it. As often as we used to. And then, you know, so yeah. But I'm like, wait, you don't think about food all of the time? You don't finish one meal and think about what you're going to eat at the next meal? I do feel like that's me showing off my own issues. But yeah, we ate baby backs and just like gnawed on them. And then they were gone.
Smoked them for about 5 hours.
Yeah, Mr. Yeah, no, neither kid gets excited about ribs. What do they get excited about? The tacos. Definitely get excited about tacos. Mm-hmm. I made a chicken parmesan thing the other night that I think we'll all get excited about. Shit good.
Chicken crusted.
Parmesan crusted chicken. Yeah. But it was like low carb, so like no breadcrumbs or anything. Mm-hmm. It was good. Ooh, Vanessa, a rainbow cake where every color is a different flavor. Ooh,
that does sound good.
That does sound good. I would also then like each layer to be separated by a very thick layer of icing. Whatever kind of icing, doesn't matter. I like buttercream. I like cream cheese frosting. Kind of like the whipped cream kind of icing, but not too much. But yeah, that. Ooh. Yeah, if we could have waited another hour, they would have been better, because 6 hours. But see, yeah. if you're making them in the middle of the day while you're doing other stuff, when it's not time to eat ribs, you don't really notice it. But unless you go outside and you like sniff the air, and then you're like, oh my god, wood chips and ribs.
Well, I learned a little trick with the ribs that really helped. Low temperature, smoke them for the 5 hours, and the last like hour and a half, 2 hours. Barbecue sauce, and then wrap them in tin foil and back in the smoker.
I still think probably another hour they would have been even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got our smoker a few years ago as a Christmas present. Best thing my mom has ever gotten me, and she got me a college education, and this is the best thing that she's ever purchased for me. Well, and student loans and the government, I guess, got me the education, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So I used to do, if I had a small batch of ribs, I would do them in this crock pot. Obviously, the flavor wasn't quite as good, but they were tender when I was done. So, have we had any other? Yeah, we had the Parmesan crusted chicken, which was literally just, I had chicken breasts and chicken thighs, and then I smeared mayonnaise on top, and then I put shredded Parmesan on top of that and baked it. So good. Yeah. Oh my god, it was so good. So good. 400 degrees, 40 minutes. So good. Oh, so good. So good. We do still have leftovers. We have a chicken breast left. Yep. Let's see, what else? Yeah, we've been a lot of tacos lately.
Yeah.
I mean, homemade, but still a lot of tacos. A lot of tortilla-wrapped food, because we had one night where it was breakfast for dinner night, and we made breakfast burritos.
It was Wednesday.
It was Wednesday. Yeah, it's good.
We're tired after the recording and the streaming and everything on Wednesday, and we wanted something quick.
That's a lot of energy, so. What else? I love good ribs. I actually prefer the St. Louis style, the bigger, longer ones. But those need to be super tender too. I just like ribs. I just like barbecue. Like, just slab us something and put some barbecue sauce on it. So, yeah, I would take that. Oh, yeah, that's the picture.
Yeah.
You think I can hold it up and they'll...
Try it.
Okay, do you remember when we were talking about the mark that... How do cameras work? That bad boy made. I'm going to try and hold it up for when we stutter start. Let's see if I can hold it up. How do cameras work? Okay. That red... How do cameras work? That is the mark it made. Too bad the glare, you would probably see it better. Yeah, that's the mark it made. So, we're working on it. Silent Wing says she does her ribs in the oven with a brown sugar rub, finished on the grill with a glaze. I think that's how my mom and dad used to cook ribs back in the day, and then at some point in the last 10 or 15 years, my mom got a smoker, and she's like, that's just how she does it now. So, do you know what's weird, Lynn? We have yet to do chicken tacos, and yet we're all perfectly happy with chicken in our tacos, and cream cheese and chicken is delicious in whatever form you do, but I have done a creamy chicken recipe. It calls for chicken in the crock pot, cream cheese, chicken broth, shredded cheddar, bacon, and ranch seasoning. You don't put it all in at once. The bacon and the shredded cheddar go in towards the end. It's delicious, super creamy. Apparently Lola needed back in. So, I will ask JB if he can post that to Discord. Oh, yeah, boils them and then broils them. Yeah, I bet they are chewy. Ooh. Silent Wing Guest, if you can post the picture of your arm in the Discord.
Yes, I will.
So, this is all making me hungry.
I know, right?
We treated ourselves to Buffalo Wild Wings today. Hi, Lola. Where'd you go, Bobby? Hi, Bobby. She's hiding behind me, and we don't have any room here for her to jump up. We have Buffalo Wild Wings. I forgot how good their wings are. Lemon pepper is my preferred one. Lynn, yeah, I can share that recipe. I'll have to find it. I got it from Pinterest. I think it's like creamy. No, it's something chicken, chicken crack chicken, something like that. The crack being it's so good you're addicted to it. That's like the crack part, but how? Yeah, I'll have to find it. Yeah, we usually use ground beef with our tacos, but we could totally do chicken and in the crock pot. That sounds yummy. That sounds yummy. Oh, I haven't had fish tacos in forever. Yeah, no, I don't blame you. Frozen breaded fish, hell, fish sticks. I think I once made chicken tacos way back in the day when the kids were still eating fish sticks, and that's how I did it. I did it with fish sticks. It's like, yeah, this is totally a fish taco. It's fine. So, that sounds yummy. Well, that cake you want is super easy to request. Be like, can I have a mini chocolate cake with a chocolate covered strawberry on top?
It's a mini fudge.
The mini fudge. Okay. Are you going to let me have a small piece of your mini fudge cake?
Maybe.
Yeah, the broth, Lynn, the broth goes in early while you're cooking the chicken. And then what I notice is once you add in all the cheeses and everything, then it's not soupy. It's almost stew-ish like. I mean, it's all this shredded chicken because you go back in and you shred the chicken. Then you add in all your cheese and your bacon and stuff and you like let it melt up. But it does have almost like a sauce kind of thing. We've eaten it over noodles. We've eaten it over rice. We've eaten it in tortillas. We love to put things in tortillas in this house. Everything's better if you can wrap it. Okay. How else? Oh, we've just eaten it in a bowl. And sometimes I'll put like extra sour cream and some like stuff on top. Ooh, that sounds yummy, Silent Wing. Back in the day, Mr. Spock, I did. I made fish tacos. I thought I said chicken tacos. Yeah. You know when I was a kid, how many other kids did this? Because I know I was not the only one. I would always say chicken when I meant fish, and I would say fish when I meant chicken. But I meant fish tacos. I misspoke, Mr. Spock. That sounds yummy, Silent Wing. She says breaded chicken burgers, marinara and mozzarella broiled and then put on a bun. That does sound yummy.
Hmm.
I could go for some pizza. Or a pizza bowl from Mario's. We haven't had that in a little bit.
The
Pizza bowl.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
That would be good. Well, we're hungry, apparently. Oh my gosh. Hot wing challenges, no thank you. No thank you. I want to taste the chicken. And I'm actually so far gone. Even lemon pepper was had my nose running. I was like, oh no, it's lemon pepper. Can I handle these 6 wings? Yes, I did just fine. Let's see. You used to eat hot wings. Did you ever do challenges? Like Northern Sir did?
No, not necessarily challenges, but group of friends I used to hang out with. We used to go to wing places and order the hottest wings they had.
Like self challenges.
Yeah.
Why?
Because we could.
What did you gain from it?
And we were out drinking most of those nights, so.
Oh, well, that explains everything, doesn't it? No. I've never done well with spice or heat. I want to. There's some really delicious foods out there that have spice and heat to them, but my body goes, oh, no. We will get rid of this quickly. And also, you will be miserable in your face while you eat it. So, no. Yeah. I am such a bland food person. I'll eat things that have nice flavor and are seasoned well, but I'll actually just happily eat an avocado with a spoon, cut in half and straight out of the shell. Like, we don't have to cut it up. We don't have to put it on nothing. I'll just eat an avocado and be the happiest person ever because it was just an avocado. So, oh no, sir, I too want magic food. I also would like to not have to come up with help, of course, decide every single day what every single meal is going to be. That's just, it's a ring of hell that nobody talks about. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, X, you can keep that. Nope. Yeah. Wouldn't mind food that comes out of the replicator, but it's not gonna taste good. It's gonna be 1,000 years before they create replicated food that actually tastes like food, and by then nobody's gonna remember what food tasted like.
Sean Luke liked his Earl Grey.
Yeah, Earl Grey though. They had some tea leaves and some water in that damn thing. They were just brewing his ass some tea. Yeah, Lynn, you're right. I remember that scene where they're pretending to eat, and then it's like basically looked like frosting of every different color, and I was okay then. Yeah, Kim, I feel the same way, but it needs to be what I want to eat in that moment. If it's not what I want to eat, I'll be very cranky. I know there's some people who just like try to eat the same thing every day, whether it's always the same breakfast, lunch, and dinner, to avoid having to make those decisions. And I get so bored with that so fast that then I'm cranky about that. Yeah, no. Silent Wing, that's actually a good point.
What?
Silent Wing, ask him, like, in a prison or the hospital? The last time my aunt was in the hospital, God, ages ago, but still long enough ago to be mildly terrifying. She couldn't even get him to give her the 3 meals a day and put it on her. Right. There were a couple days they were like, nobody brought you dinner? She was like, no, and I'm diabetic and blood sugar's a thing. Could I eat? That'd be great. So, I don't know. But did the the teenager tell you what kind of cake he wanted? Because he hasn't told me what kind of cake he wants.
No.
Did he point at one and go, that looks good?
No. What he did was, I asked him, I said, I went up to the case and I perused the case and I found the cake I wanted. And I said, you need to find out. And he goes, oh, I know what I want.
And he didn't tell you?
No.
Of course he didn't. Of course he didn't. I wonder if he'll remember when I go ask.
Probably not.
Vanessa, I did for a while food prep. I never did food prep and freeze. My dad did that, man. We always had tons of bags of spaghetti sauce. So, like, when he was like, we're having spaghetti night, it was just popped out of the freezer. He would do, what else would he do? Spaghetti sauce is the one I always remember. I tried meal prep, like in the refrigerator meal prep. That was great for about 2 weeks. And then the third week, I went, I do not want to fucking do this anymore.
Yeah, food prep for gravy is easy. I mean, you just make your gravy. And
oh my God, you're so Italian. Spaghetti sauce, for those who are not Italian. When he says gravy, he means spaghetti sauce, tomato sauce, marinara. Or are all of those different things to y'all?
All different.
What makes them different?
I never really understood marinara.
Okay.
Okay.
I think, isn't marinara like meatless? Maybe? Because every marinara, put air quotes around that word, you get like in a restaurant, there's no meat in it.
No.
So what I'm curious about, and I don't even know if I'm saying the word correctly, what's the difference between what we would consider spaghetti sauce and the bolognese? Am I saying that right? The bolognese sauce.
That's not something we ever ate. That not from the region.
Okay, somebody who knows, let us know.
Okay.
Is there a difference? Yeah. And if so, what is the difference? And did I say it right?
Because a lot of the different foods from Italy, they come from different, each region has their own.
Yes, I have heard that.
Yes.
I have heard that. So in your house with your Italian mom, the sauces that you had, what was the sauces you had?
Gravy.
Just gravy. Tomato sauce. You tell a Southern person gravy, we're gonna ask brown gravy or sausage gravy?
Right, I know.
White gravy? Which gravy? Turkey gravy? Gravy made with chicken broth? Gravy made from the drippings off of your roast beef? Which gravy? Gravy out of the packet, which I used to be a snob about that until I tried to make my own gravy and then went, fuck that shit. But my dad taught me how to, or tried to teach me how to make gravy. My kind of gravy, not spaghetti sauce. From scratch using like cornstarch and water as the thickener and all that. And oh, I'm hopeless. I'm hopeless at that. Thank you, Alicia. Bolognese has, so that to me, that's spaghetti sauce. Bolognese is spaghetti sauce.
Meat sauce.
Meat sauce. Gravy. Because your gravy has meat in it. It's a meat sauce. So it's a bolognese. Am I even saying it right? What else did your mom cook that was authentic? I put air quotes around that because authentic means something different to everybody. That's all I mean by that. Other than gravy, which your mom, when she made it for us when we still lived near her, she never put it with noodles. It was always with rice. Was that like standard for y'all too?
She used to do a, oh God, I can't think of the name. I haven't eaten it so long because don't eat it. Can't eat it anymore. Used to make it. The boys loved it for a while there. The rice.
That's what I'm talking about.
I know. And I can't remember. And my mom made that.
But it was the gravy, spaghetti sauce, and white rice.
Yeah.
Like mountains of white rice. Like you could build a temple with the amount of rice she would cook for like 4 people. Yeah. A JB face. We need more JB faces, by the way.
Getting a JB face is like finding an Easter egg in a game.
Here's what's Here's what's funny to me. You say JB face, and I hear in my head BJ face, and I'm like, that's something different. Just saying that's something different. Ooh, Bath Girl says, what about the 7 fishes for Christmas Eve dinner?
Yes.
Okay, so what is that?
I don't remember them all. The one I remember the most, my grandmother used to prepare calamari.
Which I say calamari because I'm a basic white lady who is not Italian.
No, they called it calamari.
Okay.
And it was not fried.
Okay.
It was cooked in a gravy.
In a gravy.
And then there was shrimp and gravy. A lot of times there was lobster.
Okay. See, and my dad made sauce based on the Italian grandmothers who taught him, but he was not Italian.
Mm-hmm.
But whoever taught him that supposedly was Italian, little old Italian ladies, they, at least in his hearing, must have never used the word gravy because he never called it that. Okay. And it was authentic. He would take, because I know you make it like the way it's made based on how your mom did it. He would do everything you did, but he would do he was extra about it. So it was fresh tomatoes in one of those chopper grinder cup things. Mm-hmm. And sometimes he would simmer his gravy for 3 days and just torment everybody in the house with the smell of spaghetti sauce. I think he would be offended by our quick sauces that we do. And yours simmers for 3 hours.
I remember as a kid, every fall, my mom would plant a huge tomato patch. Usually beefsteak tomatoes and Roma tomatoes.
Okay.
And in the fall, my mom, my aunt, and my grandmother, they would bring out the pot.
The pot.
It was like a bathtub on the stove.
Oh my God.
And it would go on for days. I mean, they'd be crushing the tomatoes. They'd skin them. They'd crush them.
Yeah.
Strain them.
Oh, wow.
And then put them in the pot and cook them in this huge pot. And they're like,
And they're little Italian ladies because his mom is teeny tiny.
Yeah. And they would stir.
Oh my God, I can hear your mom's voice in my head.
And by the end of it, my mom's, my aunt's, and my grandmother's freezer
were full
of gravy.
Gravy? Stop! It kills me, gravy. Gravy. Oh, I could totally go for some seafood. I want some oysters. I want some fried oysters. I want some raw oysters. I'd like some fried calamari. Thank you very much. That sounds delicious to me. Pop those little 8-legged suckers in my mouth and crunch down. Bye, Squidward. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. I'll keep drinking my unsweet iced tea.
Oh gosh, good luck packing.
Yeah. What else?
But yeah, they would every fall, and then they'd go to the farms, and they'd buy bushels of apples and peaches, pears, plums, and along one side of our garage, 3 shelves that ran the entire length of the garage.
My God.
And probably about a good 10 to 12 inches wide. And then the canning would occur.
Yeah, my mom, grandmother, and great-grandmother, and mostly my grandmother and great-grandmother canned fruits every year. Peaches, pears. Did they do apples? I don't think they did apples. But any fruit they could grow, and this is Florida, so they were in this climate, in this area of the state actually, they canned. And there's this story that used to get told all the time about how when my mom was pregnant with me, they had this was it outdoor or indoor? I'm not sure, but it was just basically massive pantry filled with shelves, deep, filled with fruit. to be stored and or canned or whatever was going to happen with it. And my mom, very pregnant with me, filled with fruit cravings, like ducked into the area where they were storing this fruit, waiting to be canned, and like ate her weight, and like ate as much as she could. And they found her later and like, what the hell? She's like, I got a craving. Thanks, Mom. So yeah, my family did the canning thing for sure, and they canned their vegetables, so they would have a big vegetable garden, and they did that for a few generations back because everybody was like before they moved to Florida, they were mountain folk, poor as dirt. You grew it, you ate it, so they canned it, and oh my God, yeah, canned everything. My aunt and my mom still will commiserate over the things that they ate that were canned that just were not good. Canned were much better fresh. So, yeah, Path Girl says every Italian garage in Brooklyn had a sauce shelf back home. Oh my gosh.
Yep. Oh my God, the mason jars in the kitchen.
I can imagine. And then the process of canning, so you get this, or jarring or whatever, so you get the seal on it, and oh Lord. Like it always sounds kind of cool and romantic, and then I'm like, ooh no, I don't want that much effort in my food. I don't. Although our orange tree outside has so many currently green oranges that might make it to orange picking season, that I did have the thought of, wait, could I make orange marmalade and then control the sugar content other than what's in the oranges? Because I love orange marmalade. Now, when I was a kid, I thought orange marmalade was gross because there was bits of orange peel in it, and now I'm like craving it. Like I would eat some if I could get my hands on.
Juice or two and
juice
the heck out of them.
Oh yeah, cheese is. That's its own food group in this house. When you're hungry and you just need a nibble and just need a snack, you get cheese.
Yeah.
When you're preparing cheese for the meal you're about to have, because there will be cheese in almost every meal. Not every meal, but almost every meal. You also cut yourself a piece of cheese for you to eat.
We buy cheese that is for cooking with. We buy cheese that is for eating with meals. We have cheese that we buy for snacks.
We buy cheese in bulk.
This is a cheesy house.
We go grocery shopping for 4 people once a month at Sam's, and then we go to Publix, like as we need small things that you don't need to buy in bulk or whatever, can't buy in bulk. And when we go to Sam's Club, not lately, we've been pretty good lately, but for a while, we would walk out with 6 pounds of cheese, not including our snack cheese.
Right.
Actually, it might still be close to 6 pounds.
Yeah,
I think it's still close to 6 pounds. And that doesn't even count the cream cheese, of which I buy 4 to 5 bars in bulk every month. Almost every month. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, if it was profitable, go for the wheat instead. But cheese. I don't like the super stinky cheeses. I'm very much a sharp cheddar, Havarti, some Monterey Jack. Like, I'm kind of a basic, whatever. Again, I like bland stuff, but I don't like the stinky cheeses. I only like goat cheese when it's in something, like it's in an omelet, or we like to top it over roasted beets. Oh, that's so yummy. But I don't like it by itself. So, what's your favorite kind of cheese? Colby Jack?
I've never met a cheese I didn't like.
Even the stinky ones?
I've eaten some of them, yeah.
You have to kind of hold your nose and eat it? Yeah.
But the Colby is...
I know. We buy sliced cheese, block cheese, shredded cheese.
Snack-sized cheese.
Snack-sized cheese. You know, we don't buy string cheese. And I don't know why.
Does string cheese really qualify as
real cheese? I thought so. I mean, it has the right texture and consistency. Oh God, Junie. Hi, Junie. No, you're not a crappy cricket. No. We're struggling anyway. We had to turn this into a podcast because the buffering's so fucking bad. So else? What else? What else? What else? I'm hungry. I am hungry now. I like to make sauces, actual gravies, white gravy, but it's cream cheese based, so basically it's a cheese sauce. Put that shit on everything. Everything. Put it on the Parmesan, the chicken Parmesan thing we made the other day. That was yummy.
What's the other one we get on the snack cheese? The Gouda.
Yeah, Gouda's okay.
Nice.
Gouda's good. It's actually a little mild for me, and I love bland things. I liked the smoked Gouda we were getting for a while, but then I got like tired of it. We had so much of it. We bought this block of smoked Gouda that was this big around and this high, and we were eating it for fucking ever. So
and Munster. I used to.
No, I never liked that one.
Brie.
Brie's pretty good.
Yeah.
I have a couple of recipes saved with a baked brie kind of thing, and I would not mind a good like sampler appetizer. Let's just watch movies on the couch, and we have some pepperoni and some salami and maybe some prosciutto and some cheese and some melty brie with some like crisp crackers. Oh, I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry.
See what you done to yourself?
Just thank you. I thought string cheese was mozzarella, but I didn't want to be wrong. String cheese is mozzarella.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
All right. And then, of course, there's the ricotta cheese and the Parmesan cheese.
I do like, yeah. I like a good Parmesan. I like ricotta. I just like to, sometimes we had ricotta for a while, and we were doing spaghetti squash, which was delicious. And then you were making your gravy. And I was like layering it, like the spaghetti squash was at the bottom, obviously. And then I would put like just a ton of ricotta, and then I put the sauce on top. It was like a deconstructed veggie lasagna, and it was delicious.
And my I don't think I can say it. The one they usually blend with the
a Reggiano?
A Reggiano.
Yeah. Parmigiano Reggiano.
Yeah.
I don't like blue cheese on its own. It's disgusting. I just love blue cheese dressing. Because then it's smoothed out a little bit with all that cream and liquid. So So, I feel like at this point, I would trust you in your cooking. I've had things where people are like, you won't be able to tell. And I'm like, I can totally tell. But I feel like you've done it so often, you've perfected so much. I would trust your cooking. The whole, can you really tell? So I do a lot of keto things. I do a lot of swaps where it's cauliflower, rice, and for the bread, whatever, or it's almond flour, or it's whatever. And I was buying something from the grocery store that the bread of it was cauliflower bread, essentially. And the cashier, when I was checking out, was like, can you tell the difference in flavor? I went, you can totally tell the difference. This is not tasting like bread. Do not fool yourself. I've just kind of gotten used to that kind of disappointment. It usually doesn't taste like the real thing, but I think I would trust yours. Yeah, no, it's not gravy. He can call it gravy if he wants it to, but it's not gravy. It's not gravy. But he makes it, so I'll let him call it whatever the fuck he wants, and he's in charge around here, so whatever. I will mention that to him. Willow, see if he will. Seriously, I'm starving now. I'm not eating this late at night, but I am starving now. So I'm going to try and take my mind off food for at least 30 seconds. Tomorrow,
there we go.
We get to go pick up a new to us, giant workbench to go in the garage where we do our stuff. That is exciting. But because we don't have our own trailer, we turned off the light in here. I had to rent one from U-Haul. That's only like $20 though, thank God. But considering the worth of the bench, like if we had to buy one or make one ourselves, it would be like a couple $100. We're getting it for free. I'm like, yeah, I can spend $20 on a trailer. It'll be fine. So, yeah, search Moopsie Bands. You're right. The cauliflower is, I don't mind. I like cauliflower. I like riced cauliflower. I have substituted it knowingly for many things, knowing it was going to taste like cauliflower. But yeah, when they try and just tell you that it's not the same. Like I tried a cauliflower pizza crust.
Come on, there we go.
I would
say hi.
no.
Say hi.
Hi Lola.
Say
I don't
hi.
think the camera's kind of getting you. Let me see. Let me see if we can get her. Say hi, Lola. Say hi, Lola. You're such a good girl. You're such a good girl. We love you so much. You're such a good girl. So. Well, Taisha, would you like to date a Slavic woman? We're just trying to show off Lola while she's up here. Hi, Lola with the Dobby ears. Hi, Lola with the Dobby ears. See, yeah, I could imagine just $500 for a bench,
and and it's even coming with a vice.
Yeah, is it that they couldn't get it off, or they just didn't care?
I think they just don't care.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know what? I mashed cauliflower with all of the stuff of mashed potatoes is good to me, but yeah, I'm not going to pretend it's potatoes. It's mashed cauliflower that I'm choosing to eat.
I mean, I like cauliflower. I like the rice cauliflower that we make.
Yep.
The only thing I did not like, we tried the pizza. No.
Yeah, I didn't like the pizza.
No.
I'm going to keep the camera tilted so y'all can see her in her buffered form. Because she's such a good girl.
She is.
Yeah, no. I do. Now, we have been eating, as a very special treat because it's super expensive, Rebel ice cream. Because that's made with real heavy cream. And so you get the nice mouthfeel of the cream, of the ice cream part, but you still have like the stevia or the erythritol or whatever sweeteners they use. So the flavor's not exactly 100% right, but it's at least it feels like ice cream in your mouth. I couldn't do some of the other ice creams that were made with other things. So I was like, it doesn't feel like ice cream in my mouth, but the Rebel ice cream does.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you have 5 pitties?
Wow.
That's got to be a handful.
I know, but think of all that love.
I know, right?
I would drown in all that love.
I don't think I have enough room.
You don't have enough lap.
Yeah.
No, there would have to be shifts.
Yes.
For the use of your lap.
Right.
Yeah. Roasted cauliflower. I haven't roasted cauliflower. I love roasted Brussels sprouts, roasted asparagus. It's the only way I'll eat either. We haven't roasted broccoli either.
No, we've made roasted cauliflower.
Tried so hard to get my mind off of food.
Did the Parmesan on that too.
Did we do roasted cauliflower?
Yes.
I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
No, I did make a cauliflower cheesy bread. It was okay. You just, like everybody's saying in the chat, you gotta want the taste of cauliflower. Like, do not fool yourself. Do not lie to yourself. But I like cauliflower. I really, really enjoy cauliflower. So it doesn't bother me. And I like mashed cauliflower because I get that nice warm feeling in my tummy and in my mouth because it's mashed. And I put everything in that would go into mashed potatoes. Also, loaded mashed potatoes. So there will be cheese, and there will be bacon, and there will be sour cream, and there will be butter, and there will be cream. And it will be fucking delicious. We're not going to call it low calorie, because that would be a lie. But it is low carb, so... I love roasted vegetables. We'll roast beets. That's really yummy. I don't think the last time I roasted beets, I don't think I cooked them long enough. They had a little too much bite to them. But I got you to finally eat Brussels sprouts and asparagus because I roasted them.
Yes.
But I remember being a kid and my parents would buy the canned asparagus. And I kind of like the flavor of asparagus, but the canned ones were so mushy. It was awful. So I can't do that. I won't do that. I will roast them. They're so yummy. I'll roast almost any vegetable. I fucking love roasted vegetables. Yeah, we haven't done broccoli yet. We did do a broccoli salad that was so good. We made the keto version. So it was raw broccoli chopped into like really small bites, bacon, cheese, onion, and then a dressing that it went over it. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. I could have eaten a big old bowl of that. I think I did eat a big old bowl of that. I think I ate more of it than you did. So I think next time we go to the produce stand, we'll have to get more broccoli so that you can have some. Yeah. It was really good. Mm-hmm. I agree, Silent Wing. Yeah, we didn't do Brussels sprouts, I don't think, when I was a kid. If you couldn't get it canned, and then later when frozen vegetables became more popular, which you can get frozen Brussels sprouts, but I don't think my parents ever cooked it. When I was a little kid, it was all canned food. Unless we grew it in our own garden. But yeah, no. I'd eat a whole bowl of roasted Brussels sprouts too. Fucking love those things. I can't do pickled eggs. Nope. Is it my mom or is it my aunt? Or both. They can't. Oh my God. Or they used to be able to. So. I was a little worried about the broccoli salad because I don't usually eat broccoli raw either. I don't usually like it. And I don't know if it was because I cut it up into such small pieces or if the dressing helped break it down a little bit because there was vinegar in the dressing. I don't know, but it was not like the other raw broccoli I've tried before. But yeah. So, what else? We did discover that Lola loves watermelon, and she likes raw broccoli.
Yep.
Have we tried anything else with her that's not meat?
No,
I think those are the only two.
That's the only two.
She loved the watermelon, though.
Oh yeah.
We bought a big watermelon and cut it up and blow up, and we're eating off of it. It took us like several days to finally eat it all, and she got to a point that if you pulled the bowl out, she knew the sound. She was by your feet, like, I'm gonna get a bite, right?
She's like, please, don't forget me, please.
We ate so many pickled beets when I was a kid. Something I can't stand the fucking things, and I like beets, like I like the flavor of roasted beets, but I still remember the prep for the pickled fucking beets because my mom loved them. I don't know if she still does, but I know she loved them then. And they would pull out a bowl and they'd put the canned sliced beets in, and she would slice onion, and then she'd coat the whole thing in vinegar, and then she'd stick it in the fridge until it got cold. I hated it so much. Yeah. No, I never really got. What did they pickle anything else that I can think? I can't think of anything else. My mom would drink pickle juice when I was younger. She said she liked the taste of it, but I also remember that there was a time in the 80s when she was like, if you drink pickle juice, it will curb your appetite. And so she used it as a weight loss thing. Thankfully, she's over that. But I was always like, I love a good pickle. I love a good garlic dill pickle. That is what I want. A dill pickle's fine. Like, I like dill pickle relish. I don't like sweet relish. Ugh. I love dill pickles on burgers. That's great. But I love a good garlic dill spear. Oh, so good. Yeah, I'm hungry now. I got 30 seconds, so I mentioned we're going to get the bench, and then we're back to food, and I went right along with it.
Yeah.
I like cabbage. I'll eat cabbage in almost any form. I'll eat it raw, like in a coleslaw. I love sautéed cabbage. We did that
Yes.
several weeks ago, and I cooked it down until it was kind of brown, like really brown, and with onion. Oh, it was so good.
It was. That was.
I remember my dad used to make, I think it was a take on the Greek dish whose name I cannot remember, but he would, or was it a German dish? No. No, it wasn't the take on the Greek dish because I know those are grape leaves. I think it was a German dish, but he would take cabbage leaves and roll something up in it. It was a German dish. Ground beef, rice. Is it a German dish I'm thinking of? Roll it up in the cabbage leaf. Does that sound familiar? He's half German.
my mom used to make something like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whatever that was.
She called it stuffed cabbage.
Maybe it just was stuffed cabbage. Something about what my dad told me about made me think it was like some kind of German dish, but he would put a tomato sauce on top.
Yeah.
So was it Italian?
I don't know. Maybe it was.
Does anybody know?
They used to do stuffed peppers the same way.
Oh, yeah, my dad would make stuffed peppers too. But yeah, he would, I loved the one where he did it with the rolled up cabbage leaves because he would like partially cook them, like parboil them, so they'd be floppy and loose, and then they could roll up. That was good. That was good.
Yeah, my mom didn't cook much German food, but at the holidays, there always used to be Pfeffernuss cookies that you would make. Another German cookie called Springele, and always lots of marzipan.
Yeah, you like that, didn't you?
I love it. Yeah.
So like maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. He just, when I was a kid and he was teaching me how to make the cabbage rolls, he said something about it being German. But yeah, stuffed cabbage is so good.
All right, so maybe it was a German dish, but yeah, she used to make it with tomato sauce on top.
Yeah, my dad did too. I saute you. Yes, we are caught up in Loki. No spoilers. It is so good. I am so into it. I have been watching, I can't remember the name of the channel. I've been watching a channel that does like multiple Loki episode reactions after the fact because I don't know shit about comics and they're like pointing all this shit out. So like they're saying who they think the villain might be. They're saying like all this speculation and I'm in it. Fucking love Loki.
Just label it Axis. And we done with it.
I'm confused. Mr. Spock, I'm confused. I'm confused. You know, Tayshu, when I was watching the episode and it got wild and crazy with all of the variant Lokis, I was like, am I losing my mind?
Yeah.
I felt like our Loki's facial expression. I was like, what the fuck is happening here?
Yeah. It's
cabbage rolls are a Jewish thing too. Okay, cool. An Axis thing. Sorry, Mr. Spock, I got it. You're probably typing right now. I got it. Sorry, it took me a minute, okay? I was done thinking with my history hat on. It's fine.
Okay.
So, Tayshu, what if? I have not watched any trailers. Thank you, Mr. Spock. I know. It took me a second. Axis of power.
Yeah.
Okay. I know it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. But what if? Because I didn't know it was coming, and then I saw that there was a trailer for it, and I was like, is that a thing? And then I was like, I don't want to watch that trailer, and so I did not. What is it? And then the big plan was to go see Black Widow, and we're not going to go see it. We're going to wait for it to be available.
Yeah.
We're kind of grumpy about that, but we'll be responsible adults. Jeez. Ugh. Yeah, summers are always hard for us because there's all these birthdays and back to school. So we get July birthdays, August is back to school shopping, September is birthdays again. And it's like, fucking A.
Yeah.
Even in a good year, it's like, Jesus, all the money. So, night, y'all.
Good night.
Yeah, probably need to watch that trailer, see if it's any good. See if it's a show we want to watch.
What show?
What If?
Ah.
So. Oh, taste you that. Wow. Okay,
Huh.
first of all, Peggy Carter, that would be fucking badass, is what that
Right.
would be. Yeah, we've really enjoyed Loki. Loki is like WandaVision. I did not have this experience so much with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but I did with WandaVision and now with Loki, where you sit down to watch and you think you've been sitting there for like 10, 15 minutes and the show is done. It moves so fast and it's so good and I'm so engrossed in it that I'm like, what do you mean there's not more of it? WandaVision and Loki are two that I would probably go back and just binge watch, like, and watch all of the episodes back to back. Oh. Okay, we'll have to watch that trailer and see if that's one we want to watch. Because that sounds kind of fun. That sounds kind of fun. I mean, normally as an anxious person, the What If game is not something I should play. But I think I could play somebody else's What If. Oh. Oh my gosh.
Oh goodness.
What else? What else? Oh, I was like, have we smoothed out a little bit? No, we're still buffering. It used to be, and it technically still is, that we have a lot of October birthdays as well. We technically have a ton of October birthdays, but 2 people are no longer living, so. But my uncle's at the beginning of the month of October. My mom's in the middle of the month. I'm at the end of the month. So really, we go from July through October, and then you're into holiday season. So we get like half the year. We're like, we're just, there's just stuff going on. Mrs. Vegan Cat, the tips are just to be yourself. Just remember, it's okay to be nervous. If you haven't already connected to whoever is in charge, when you get there, figure out, if they don't come up to you first, who is like running the show, and start there. If they're running a good Munch, they don't recognize you, and they'll give you the lay of the land, maybe introduce you, maybe just go, hey, this is how we work, whatever. And don't worry about doing a lot of talking unless you want to. And don't worry about jumping in to groups where people clearly know one another, but also it's possible people will be super friendly and kind of like encourage you to join in, but just be yourself and try to have a good time. If it's a place where there's like food served or something to drink, like coffee, like, get something so you have fiddly with your hands, a glass of water even. But yeah, that's it. It's more nerve-wracking in our heads than it usually is in reality. I think you'll be fine.
Yeah.
So, but what else? What else? I'm really hungry now. I would like some sauteed cabbage, some roasted Brussels sprouts, some broccoli salad, some fried calamari. I still want oysters. That has not gone away. We never found like a good oyster bar place we trusted when we first moved here.
Yeah.
So we still haven't found one now that things are like.
But we've seen several in the area.
Yeah. So Ms. Vegan Cat, bring something you'll like, and don't worry about anybody else liking it. That way you'll have something that you want to eat.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's funny is you might find somebody that you can commiserate over. They're like, ooh, I like that food, or ooh, I've never tried that. And then you're talking about the food and you're less talking about yourself in some way. Also, don't think you have to share a bunch of personal details. You don't. You don't have to talk about kink at all. They might not, depending on the setting. Like, as it's a picnic or the other groups around, they might not. You don't have to share your real name. You don't have to share any identifying details. I know plenty of people who go to their first Munch and they kind of just sit back and observe, and that's okay. And I mean, every once in a while you get somebody who can't read a room or are very friendly, and I know y'all are here, extroverts who don't understand maybe if somebody wants to sit back. But if that's what you want to do, it's fine. Most people are fine with it. So he sleeps through them all, Silent Winged. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And I'll take my psyllium husk so it actually all moves through. So, but hard lemonades sound yummy. You know what? I was thinking for the July 24th one, which will be longer and it'll be International BDSM Day, we might need to have a few libations as part of the celebration. Maybe some snacks. Maybe some roasted Brussels sprouts and sauteed cabbage. I don't know.
You have a weird definition of snack.
I mean, I'd love some chips and... Oh my God, Okay, we're back to me being addicted to Reels on Instagram. I understand how crazy this is.
Oh, God.
But I somehow came across somebody making a Reel, and all I could figure out about his sort of Reel style is it's him. It's his personality. He's usually saying something wild. But he made ranch dip with the Hidden Valley Ranch packet, and he used Greek yogurt, which I can't have yogurt, but... And then he ate it with Ruffles, and I was like, I want ranch dip. I would make mine with sour cream, thanks. And Ruffles. I haven't had Ruffles or ranch dip in literal years. But I was like, I want some so bad. So, for International BDSM Day, I feel like I need a couple of ciders and some ranch dip with some Ruffles. I think that would be fine. I think that would be fine. So. I mean, thankfully, Silent Wing, the JB is a heavy sleeper. Once he falls asleep, he's a heavy sleeper. And it is a well-known fact in this house that pressure is only released when I finally fall asleep and my body is forced to relax because it's not released anytime else. So,
yeah.
And he's asleep. It's fine.
Except for those nights that I'm not a heavy sleeper when I found it out.
And then, of course, you had to tell me. You couldn't just go along with the lie and let me be like, I don't do that.
Yeah, I wake up in the middle of the night, and I'm like, oh, look, she's on her side. I'm going to snuggle up next to her and get comfortable. And
oh, God. Oh, God.
And then there was the tremor.
There was The Force Awakens. While also sleeping. Because it's the only time my body actually relaxes. For about 6 to 7 hours in a 24-hour period, my body finally relaxes mostly. I've been having stress-filled dreams lately. I don't know why. And so my brain's not relaxing, but the body is. So. Yeah, Mr. Spock, I know. I mean, we know being landlocked like we are, there's not gonna. We knew where to go, and I knew where to go in Fort Walton when we lived in Destin I lived in the Panhandle, and we knew where to go when we were in Tampa Bay. Like there were a few places because we were right on the water. But I know there's not gonna be any great places in Ocala. I just need some place that's not gonna give me food poisoning when I eat some raw oysters. Thanks. Oh, God. It is true love, Silent Wing.
The air conditioner is already working overtime here now.
I'm asleep and blissed out. I don't give a fuck what happens when I'm unconscious. Thanks. That's not my problem, is it? No, it's not. And considering how the pressure gets released daily, multiple times a day, while we're walking around, in the middle of conversations, I think my nighttime musical numbers are fine. It's a trembling in the force. It's like a 0.2 on the Richter. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, X, if you're anything like JB, I bet you point your butt in a general direction, don't you? Like, you take aim and you're like, hi, I'm here. Or you revel in them when the rest of us would like to just pretend they didn't happen. Yeah, it's the toxic pot. I will say this. You are not that. You do not drive me out of a room. I'm not following you around with a can of Febreze. I appreciate that. Right. Whew, we devolved. This is the first time I think we have talked about this particular topic in a live stream.
Yeah.
We finally found something new to talk about. Can we stop now? I would love if we stopped now. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, yes, the Lipton's French onion mix with sour cream. That was delicious, too. I could just eat that with a spoon. We're going to have chips and dip and libations during our International BDSM Day.
What day is it?
It's July 24th. It's Saturday. We could skip out on movie night food because we'll do a whatever, and we could just have our snacks then. I'll even make you a pepperoni and cheese little platter thing if you want.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, yeah, X, we start out spooned, but when we're ready to finally sleep, our backs are to one another. So I imagine what happens in the middle of the night when that happens. Oh, Lord. I wonder if they're like, are the mountain demons rumbling again? Between the two of us.
The night gods have been angered.
Is God bowling? What is happening here? Oh my God. Yeah, I'm appreciative of the fact that you don't empty a room with your moments. My dad used to. Oh my God, I think something crawled up his ass and died.
Yeah, well, we do have somebody in this family that
I know her name is Ella. I know who you're thinking of.
Yeah.
Actually, the reason I think of Ella is because whatever she learned as a community cat out on the hard, cold streets before she got rescued, it was not covering up your own excrement. So she uses litter boxes, thank God, but doesn't cover anything up. And oh God, she'll drive you out of a room too.
She needs to go to cat school.
Yeah. Yeah, if we don't, Mr. Specker, if we don't have working internet by Wednesday, I'll be pissed. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
We've had problems, and we kept thinking it was work they were doing, but it's only happening on this router.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, it's a problem with us. I'm pleasantly surprised. Lola, not a massive farter. When she does, it's a cute little toot and not stinky. I don't know if it's her diet or she's just, I don't know. Or maybe she's just a silent. She's not even a silent but deadly. She's just kind of silent.
And see, you've roused the demon. You mentioned her name,
I did mention her name, and she's howling at the door.
Yes.
I know. Yep, I'm getting the big bags of Ruffles. In for a penny, in for a pound. That's what I'm saying.
Ruffles have ridges.
Oh yeah, those are the best. I mean, any chip can go through some sour cream based dip, but Ruffles are the ones.
But nothing fancy, nothing like, sour cream and onion. Just
regular.
Just
because you want to taste the ranch or the French onion dip. I can do both. I can buy 2 sour creams. It's fine. Right. One for you, one for me. Okay, 4 flavors. I won't do that unless there's a sale on sour cream at Publix. Good night.
Good night.
Saki wasn't a big room clearer either, was it? No. So.
I mean, Lola, we kind of thought she had potential to be, because when we first got her, she was gassy.
She was.
But then I think, the diet.
We got her on the right diet.
We got her on the right diet for her, and that seemed to have cleared up.
Yep.
And I'm very grateful for that. She's like 4 times Saki's size, so she could.
Well, when I was a kid and we had 2 giant dogs, Great Dane, who was petite, she was never full-size Great Dane, and our Golden Retriever Lab mix, they combined could like clear the house. Like it was noxious. So, but, yeah, we moved from food to flatulence because food gives
Natural
you.
progression.
I mean, it is how the food tends to move.
Goes down the line.
Yeah. Fucking pissed at our internet.
Yeah, it never cleared up either.
No, it never did. Something's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, what they'll do is they'll tell us that they don't see a problem. And we'll be like, bitch, I paid too much money for this internet. Come fix it. Come look at it. Come do something. And then he'll come out and go, oh, yeah, there is a problem. I'm just glad that we're now living in a world where I can safely, like, go to Starbucks and cop a feel of their internet if I need to.
Mm-hmm.
Or we try and get them to come out on a Tuesday when I'm in the shop with you and I don't care. It's fine.
It's fine.
Ooh. X, I know. There's nothing wrong with it. I was absolutely raised, socialized, and conditioned to never mention it as if it never existed. And one of my most mortifying childhood memories is being in kindergarten, waiting outside the kindergarten class restroom. Hi, Ella. And letting one rip really loudly so the whole class heard and everybody pointing and laughing at me. That's a pivotal memory for me. So, to even be joking is apparently growth. Wonder if we've never done, have we done a show of Ella before? Because she lets people pick her up if you're like nice to her. Hi, Ella. You're such a bitch. God damn it. Oh, Silent Wing. I know I don't have nearly as many issues, but I have absolutely had the issue of it not moving for a while. Ooh. The only way for all that I like to eat all of those vegetables I mentioned, I take psyllium husk semi-regularly. Say hi, Ella. Say hi, Ella. Yeah, the only person in my family, other than my dad, who just let her rip, my great-grandmother, and she said, I'm too fucking old to care. I mean, she said it nicer than that.
Go sit.
Say hi, Ella. Hi, Ella, you're very pretty.
Lola.
But, so. Hi, Lola. Yeah, Lola, she's not aggressive. She just gets really intense. And then she also really doesn't like it when some other furry creature is getting love and she's not. So,
especially from me.
Yeah, you're her person.
I know.
She loves me, but you're her person.
What?
And Ella's just staring Lola down right now.
Come on.
Okay, we'll do another Lola sighting for anybody who might have missed the first one. There we go. So, hi, Bubby. Yeah, I love you. Calm down. Rub your nose. There we go. So, I know you would get over here if you could, but there's no room. I'm kind of okay with that. So, yeah.
Yes, she's still there.
How long did it take Ella to figure out, instead of crying at the door, the office door, what she did to get in here was she went around into our bedroom through the window that's between the office and our bedroom.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm going to move everybody back up. There we go. Because she doesn't really care about being here. She just, because she's still staring at Ella.
Yeah.
She just wasn't thrilled that Ella got your love and affection, and she didn't. So, you're a good girl. You are a good girl. Mm-hmm. You're the best good girl. You are. You're the most beautiful dog ever. So, what else? She wants to have her moment, so we're going to let her have her moment. Oh, orange cats are some of the best cats. There was a cat that it was actually a choice between him. We think him. We're not. We assume. I know aren't most orange cats male. I think most of them are male, right? Not always,
I
but
don't know.
most of them. I thought so. Anyway. When we were getting Onyx, it was the choice between Onyx and this orange cat. And this orange cat was so friendly and loved being held and wanted cuddles. And we went for Onyx. One, I was worried about a black cat who might not get adopted. That bothered me. And two, she was super playful then. And so we went with Onyx. And I do think about that orange cat a lot. I know we're not doing 3 cats.
No.
But I do think about that. You know, I think, yeah, we're not doing 3 cats. No. Oh, my goodness. Oh, there we go. There we go. So, yeah, I do think about it. I love Onyx. I'm glad we have Onyx. I think she's got her issues, which she is working through.
Yes.
She's
much better than she used to be.
She's still really skittish, but she is much better than she used to be. But I do think about that orange cat. But that orange cat was so friendly, there's no way he was not immediately adopted. And frankly, 2 months after we adopted Onyx, they literally had no cats left in the shelter. Yeah. They had adopted them all out. So, but yeah, Onyx now, not the whole night, but throughout the night, she comes and sleeps and lays down next to me, and also woke me up at whatever time this morning before you woke up at 5:30 because she wanted some attention. And hi, would I give her attention? And I did. Okay. I am her bitch. I'm happy to. I'm so excited she's letting me pet her that I'm like, yes, wake me up at 2 a.m. It's fine. Yeah. So, I had an orange cat when I was a kid.
Lola, no.
Lola likes to run after the cats when they decide they want to take off real fast. She wasn't always like that. Maybe it's because her personality's shining more?
Maybe.
And she's more comfortable? I don't know. But
sit.
Would it? What? Why? Why would an orange cat torment Lola?
Lola, sit.
I'll hear him using the Dom voice with Lola. She doesn't listen as well as I do. In that moment only, I'm a better good girl than Lola. In every other instance, I'm not, but in that one, I am. Now, do you think Ella will be smart enough not to come back through that window? Yeah, she'll be back in a minute.
I think she does it on purpose.
Yeah, I had an orange cat when I was a kid, and I loved that sweet baby. I mean, he was a little hellion when he was a kitten, because, of course, kittens can be like that. But then he was just we called him Pumpkin. Because he was orange like a pumpkin, and I was 8, okay? And I got to name him. And my grandma called me Pumpkin because I was round, and she loved me. He was orange, and I loved him on sight, so I called him Pumpkin. He was Pumpkin forever. So, but, yeah, he ended up being a big old cat. 0 fucks to give. I can't imagine, maybe it'll happen one day, 10 years from now. I cannot imagine Onyx letting one of us pick her up and bring her on camera, though.
No.
For 3 seconds while making the bed several weeks ago, got my hand under her and picked her up just enough to move her. And I think I caught her off guard because by the time her feet touched the blanket again, it was literally a second or 2. She took off. Now, if my hand comes under her stomach while I'm trying to make the bed and she's in my way, she knows. She just takes off running. So, yeah. No, well, but Onyx is coming out of her shell. I was watching a thing. It was a reel on Instagram about how stray cats, if they're rescued and they come into your home, they can take stray cats from the shelter. Is how they put it. That they can take months and months and months to relax and kind of come out of their shell. So there's a part of me that would not mind either of these cats being a lap cat, but Ella is a lap cat for the 15-year-old. She will sit in his lap sometimes. But I don't see Onyx sitting in anybody's fucking lap. I just don't see it.
Now, a couple times when I've laid down on the sofa and Lola hasn't joined me, Onyx has.
Yes, and I got Onyx to sit up on the couch with me for a whole 45 seconds one day. She wouldn't sit next to me. She sat next to my legs. I had the recliner popped up. So, but it was progress. It's progress. Yeah, Onyx, the other night, Onyx, we close our bedroom door to keep Ella out or you cannot sleep. Ella is a menace in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And we had to go back out to, I forgot to set the coffee pot. And so I had to get up real quick and do that before I fell asleep. But when I opened the bedroom door, Onyx took off. She was out of the bedroom. And when I went back to go back to bed, I couldn't get her to come in. I went, okay, I guess you're not coming into the room with us tonight. So we didn't have her that night because she was roaming the rest of the house. Then the next
night she made sure she was in the room.
Yeah, but the next day I was super busy, and we have a whole like morning routine where she gets next to me when she knows I'm awake. Then when I go to make the bed, she's up in the bed. When I get out of the shower, she wants love and attention. Like we have a whole routine. Wherever she ended up sleeping, she was just there for most of the day. And then I got busy, and I did not actually get to spend any time giving Onyx love until that evening. Like, I think it was like 6 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And she came running up to me like, where have you been? I have missed you. Like, the expression on her face was like, oh, hello. Ella's back. She did not learn her lesson from nearly being chased by Lola. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Ella wants to be where the people are. We look at Ella a lot and go, God, thank God you're pretty. She is a very cute cat, as y'all saw. Onyx is a very elegant looking cat. She's beautiful, but I don't know that I would call her cute in the way I look at Ella and I go, oh my God, you're so cute. She's regal looking. So.
No, do you know what the issue is?
Huh.
I'll tell you what her problem is.
Okay, what is her problem?
We're usually already in bed by this time.
And she gets a treat before we go to bed.
And she gets treats before we go to bed.
That is true. That is very true. That is
but
very
I
true.
closed the bedroom door so we shan't see her again.
Oh gosh, she's gonna be crying at the office door like, oh, the bedroom door is closed. Where the fuck are my treats? No, I already feel bad. I don't feel like I give enough attention to the pets we do have. We still, not right now with everything going on, but we still sometimes talk about a second dog. I really think we would foster first anyway, if we did that.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, maybe a third cat, but I don't want to add another fucking litter box. We clean the litter boxes regularly because it stinks otherwise. Oh, I don't want another litter box. I don't. We have 3 litter boxes, and those 2 girls keep every one of them full and gross. So
and they're on rotation.
They are. So no, yeah, Onyx is warmed up to me. I am not her first person. You are her first person, but I'm okay with that. I didn't. Also, you are Lola's. I'm not Lola's first person. You are Lola's first person, and for Ella, the teenager, the 15-year-old is Ella's person. I'm nobody's first person.
You're my first person.
Are you sure about that? Sure? You sure? Oh.
I wouldn't be too snarky. Look what I'm holding.
I know. I'm not sure I consent to that fucking thing. I'm not even joking. Yeah, with 3 litter boxes and 2 cats, we can go like every other day most of the time. Sometimes we go longer until we're like, oh God, the smell. We can't be nose blind to this. Yeah. and then sometimes, this has happened to both of us, one of us will get into a rhythm of being the one that's constantly cleaning out the litter box, and then we get to like the fourth or fifth time, and we have to go to the other one and go, you can do this too. And we've done it to each other, so it's not like one of us will do it.
Pardon me.
Right, like, do I have to do this alone? Because I'm really fucking tired of this thing. Actually, one of the litter boxes is the 15-year-old's job. And then we take the other two because they just are closer to our side. Like, one's in our bathroom and one is in the laundry room, which is right next to our bedroom. So, but yeah, we could certainly teach the kids to do it. The 11-year-old does not know that when he gets home from Mississippi, he's learning a whole bunch of new chore skills. He's past time for him to learn some of these things. He has gotten away with not doing as much for longer than his brother ever did. Yes. So that's changing this summer.
That's time to change now.
So,
especially with the load the oldest is going to be carrying between taking early college classes and band, and
he thinks maybe a job. Yeah. No, I agree, and I long before you and I even got together, I was determined these children were going to leave my house with some life skills. I was never going to be that potential mother-in-law who got the like evil eye from a partner. Like, why am I taking care of your child like he's still a child? Oh, no. Yeah. So yeah, it's time to level up the 11-year-old's chores.
Yep.
Oh, so, and the almost 16-year-old, like, I get used to that because in 12 days, 11 days, what day? It's the 9th. In 11 days, he's 16. He's learning more about how to cook. Like, they knew how to do some basic things. Both kids have known how to make a sandwich for themselves since they were about 9 years old. They both learned about the microwave by the time they were 10 years old. I was like, okay, you will never starve. You will not eat well. You will never starve. And the 15-year-old's like, I want to know how to cook stuff. So we've been actively doing that. See, my dad was teaching me how to cook stuff when I was like 7 or 8. I was in the kitchen with him, and he would show me like every night. Like, I learned his meatloaf recipe because I helped him make it easily 100 times. I kind of know his spaghetti recipe, because spaghetti sauce gravy recipe, because I helped him make it 100 times. Because he just would say, "Okay, come into the kitchen. We're gonna do this." But I was never like that with the kids. One, I did a lot of easy, shove it in the oven, bake it for 20 minutes kind of food. And I just was never that type of parent that was so into cooking that I was like, let me share this with my child. Because I was like, fuck, I gotta fucking cook again. I was not excited about it. But, so.
Hello and thank you, Christina. And Tish, you have a good evening.
Yeah, good night. So, yeah. But so far, the 15-year-old has made scrambled eggs twice.
Yeah. So
he'll definitely never starve. He can at least make that.
Bacon.
We make ours in the oven, not in the pan. Did he help make tacos? Did he help make tacos?
No.
No. What was the thing he helped? He's helped me a couple of times. I can't think of what. It's little stuff. We're just starting with him.
Mm-hmm.
So, night. So, yeah. Yeah, Lynn, I'm a basic cooker. Like, every once in a while, I'll get a wild hair at my ass. I want to make something, and I don't mind having the kids in the kitchen with me when I'm in that mode, but that is so rare, that you're not going to learn how to cook off of that.
I had to teach myself how to cook.
Yeah, I mean, I can honestly say that was one of the life skills that I got out of the college dorm, got into my first apartment. I could at least do that. And my dad did instill me with confidence very early on. He told me, he's like, I can show you the basic, like, here's how the stove works, here's how the oven works, blah, blah, blah. He's like, but if you can read, you can cook. If you can read a recipe, you just follow the directions. Mm-hmm. He could say that to me because he had given me the basic skills first. But then I've never been fearful in the kitchen. I just would get lazy. I'm like, it has 20 fucking steps and 85 ingredients. Fuck that shit. I'll have fish sticks. Just move the fuck on. I just, but I think some of the stuff I actually learned when I worked at Waffle House. I learned how to flip eggs. I was never good at it. I'm still not good at it. It's a confidence thing. You can flip an egg when you're confident and you will fuck it up. I have slung half raw eggs across our stovetop many times. But some of the stuff I learned, I was like 20 when I, did some of that. But we actually don't put it on a rack. Silent Wing, we don't get... I've yet to have bacon I enjoy when we make it that way. We let it sit in its own grease. We cover baking pans with lots of foil to try and protect and not have so much cleanup.
Mm-hmm.
And then we lay out each strip so they don't touch. And then we pop them in a 400-degree oven for 16 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Flipping the bacon halfway through. You do have to drain it. You don't have to. We don't always, but I'll drain it sometimes. But that we've gotten the best bacon that way. I tried the rack method and it has never come out good for me. We've done it that way. So we literally just put it in the pan and let it cook in its own juices. I was just telling JB that I have memories. He only did it a few times, but man. So mid-'80s, we got our first microwave, and it was one of those like behemoth microwaves, and massive. And my dad was so excited that we had one and what you could cook in a microwave that he made an entire garlic chicken in the microwave. When I say entire, I mean it was a baking, roasting chicken that you would have put in the oven and let it bake or whatever for however long. And he did a garlic chicken. That's the only recipe I cannot remember. I don't know what he did to make it garlic other than lots of fucking garlic. And he cooked that fucker in the microwave. He did it several times over my childhood. And that was, his garlic chicken was good. Whatever he did with the microwave, it ended up being fine. But it was probably the only questionable meal I ever got from my dad. My dad was an excellent cook, but everything else, he taught me how to kind of cook it.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, little by little, we're teaching him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, fish in the microwave! I can't imagine. I can't imagine.
The quesadillas.
Quesadillas, yeah, and
Taught him how to make quesadillas.
We don't make great quesadillas. I'm sure somebody would say we did them wrong. They were quesadillas. It was slightly crispy, warmed tortillas with melty cheese in the middle. I was like, look, you've just made another version of a grilled cheese sandwich. There you go.
Yeah, right.
But I figure if I teach him how to get comfortable with the stovetop and gauging, medium, high heat, blah, 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 then he'll be able to make anything he wants on the stovetop. And if he gets used to putting things in the oven and knowing that, he'll be able to make any recipe he can come up with. If he can, he'll be fine. But, yeah, I'm a very basic cook. I'm not teaching him anything. No razzle-dazzle here.
Mm-hmm.
No.
No. As long as he gets the basics so he can fend for himself.
Yeah, exactly. He seems to have some interest in it, so he might go a little further and try different things, but... I don't even want to think about microwaved fish and the smell of it. Like, I just don't even...
No.
No. We, oh, God. Oh, chicken soup that was water and chicken. Ooh. Oh. I was reminiscing about some failed experiments when I was a kid and before my mom taught herself how to really cook. She could make great fried chicken. She made amazing banana nut bread. Oh my God. And those were the two things. She would get her 2 weeks of vacation a year. She always took them several, months apart. And during her week of vacation, that twice a year, we would get her fried chicken. Not my dad's, his was fine, but hers was amazing. And her banana bread. And I could always tell when she was on vacation because I'd come home from school and the whole house would smell like banana bread. Oh my God. Now he wants the banana bread, by the way. But when I was,
gee, thanks.
I know when I was a kid, she was an awful cook. Partly because she would get distracted. She'd be like, "Oh, it's sitting on in the pan, warming up. I can read my book." Bitch, no, you can't. Put your book down while you're cooking. And that is how she made her first ever omelet that was more like an egg pie with a burned crust. It was one of those things you put your fork through the egg and it would stop before it got to the plate because there was, I don't know, an eighth of an inch thick burnt crust at the bottom. That was her first omelet. And then I'm still traumatized by a shark recipe she tried. I think it was shark teriyaki. I'm still not convinced the shark was cooked all the way through. And she didn't cook for years until she got remarried and I was in college. And then she started teaching herself how to cook. And now she's excellent. Excellent. She tries all kinds of stuff now. But yeah, I had to survive her learning curve.
And Path Girl, yes, we got the sticker shock of what the insurance will be going up to.
At the best possible time.
Yep.
Trying not to be bitter. It literally just doubles. It doubles completely. Yep. So now, thankfully, we use Geico. I've been with them, God, like the moment I got divorced, like split from the ex, I was like, oh, I gotta buy some new insurance because something changed. I didn't like whoever we were with, and I got with them and I stayed with them, and we're paying some of the best rates, partly because of where we live.
Yeah.
Pre the kid getting his license, so I've just stayed with them for years and years, and it's still, like, it's not as bad as it could be. If we lived in Tampa Bay, I bet it would have tripled.
Oh, yeah.
It would have been ridiculous.
Well, when we moved here to Ocala from Tampa Bay,
such a good rate.
The rates went down.
I was able to get, like, grown-up insurance. And what I mean by that is we actually didn't just buy the state-mandated minimum liability coverage. Like,
yeah.
We bought the grown-up insurance. But nearly 40 before I could do that. And we're keeping it now that we have a teenage driver, or about to.
Yeah.
But, yeah. But what I liked about Geico, and I'm sure other insurance companies do this too, with Geico, I went in to add him, and they actually said, here's what your new rate will be when your child has his actual license. And I was like, thank you for preparing me and letting me have sleepless nights months in advance. It's great.
Yeah, they won't, the rates didn't go up while he has his learner's permit.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as he gets his license, though, it's going to change.
Yep, exactly. So, yeah, we let him drive to Gainesville, 45-minute drive, highway most of it, but some small town driving. He did really
good.
well.
He did good.
A little rough trying to get out of town. It didn't help. He had 2 people giving him instructions for what he needed to do better. I'm pretty sure he is looking forward to the day he doesn't have to go through that anymore.
Backseat driver much, Mama?
Hell yeah, I was backseat driver. He was scaring the shit out of me for a minute there. Yeah, so I rode in the backseat with my face buried in my phone so I would be less anxious. Because I'm already an anxious passenger. I never, ever thought I would help teach a teenager how to drive. And yet, I am more calm than you are when things go south with y'all. I think he's more careful when I drive, though. Yeah. Because he knows I'm anxious. Because I tell him, I'm like, look, if my anxiety spikes while we're doing this, I will have you pull over. I will drive. And I'm trying desperately not to do that because I know what he needs is the experience. But I had a panic attack after one of our first driving lessons, and I went, okay, we can't do that again. Because I was a mess for a week. And I don't know. But, so he's always super careful with me in the car. I'm a bacon now. Dipped in ranch chip dip. No.
Chocolate covered bacon.
I'm not a person who likes my sweet and salty combined. That just does not. Every once in a while, there will be something I'm like, okay, like a salted caramel, I'm kind of okay with. But if that salted caramel is too salty, I'm like, no thanks. Mm-mm. I want to see Black Widow. We haven't yet. I get that, but no, I can't because I will tell everybody how they need to be driving, including my dominant husband, and I won't be submissive about it. So I found that I can look at my phone and I just bury my face in it. I'm like, what games? What? I wasn't watching reels in the back seat this time. So. Oh yeah, Pascal. They Geico gave me the options. They were like, click all these things that qualify for discounts if you've done them yet. He didn't get to do an official driver's ed course. COVID times kind of fucked that up a little bit. I don't think they even offered them this past school year.
No.
So we did pay for some lessons, which I think count for the defensive driver ones. And yeah, we would get additional discounts for that. But yeah, Geico's really good about that with their online system. They make it easy to make sure you get all your discounts. So, yeah. Yeah, I didn't really learn how to drive till I was 19, which in a way was good. I think I was a little bit more mature to handle like criticism and, somebody going, you've done fucked that up, than I probably would have been at 15, 16.
Yeah.
But also, some of my anxieties had just sort of solidified, so I was more fearful. That was not pleasant for that poor driving instructor who had to do it. Night. So, yeah. But no, I think between the two of us, you are able to take him and some of the things that my anxiety just won't let me do. And I have a gentler nature. So it works. It works. So, yeah, we've had a couple of close calls with him. The first time I let him drive me anywhere, he forgot to look when he was getting back out onto the road. And thank God the other car saw him first. We've had a couple of close calls, but
yeah.
No, I'm proud of him. I really am proud of him. I'm terrified for him because, one, I'm anxious. Two, I think that's the nature of parenting, right? Like, it was just their state of being at certain points. But I'm excited for him to be able to take these next steps. Also, to reduce our chauffeuring capacity by 50%, I mean, I'm here for that. I'm here for that as well. So, but especially since the 11-year-old's middle school, he's not going to the middle school he's zoned for. He got into one of the programs through school choice here in Florida. Thank God, it's the good school. And that's gonna be like a 30-minute drive to get into school every day, to and from. So, yeah, I'm happy to hopefully it's not official because he hasn't taken his test and passed, but I'll be looking forward to not having to do both.
Yeah.
So.
All right, baby girl.
Yeah, it's exactly midnight according to my computer. So.
And I'm whooped. It's been a long day.
But. Yeah.
I'm tuckered out. We have a busy day tomorrow.
We do. You're gonna make me do manual labor.
Yes.
But I don't mind because we're gonna make our garage shop look even better and be more efficient
and more functional.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, Captain. I'm getting some of that bittersweet stuff finally. Like I've been getting it with the youngest too. Like we're done with elementary school. I'll never go to an elementary school anything ever again. Partly, thank you, Jesus. Partly, aw. So, but yeah, the watching him mature, watching him grow, talking today about college and what he thinks he might want to do, and yeah, I'm starting to get the bittersweet stuff. But Mr. Spock, they sometimes have bus capacity, but they don't guarantee it. Plus, also, he's our very super, super, super anxious child. So I don't mind driving him. I mind a little bit because it's a longer drive, and I'm tired of being a chauffeur. But if I have to pick on it between dealing with those kinds of anxieties, that level of anxiety, and just taking him, I don't mind.
The thing with the elementary school, we were within.
Yeah, we were. Well, and with the plague, I wouldn't let him ride a bus. Technically, he would have been able to ride the bus, but
yeah, he kind of.
There was a plague.
And with the school,
and there still is.
And with the school that he'll be going to, it's a magnet school, so it's basically out of our zone.
Right, but they say sometimes there's bus capacity, but they don't guarantee it. So I just kind of went, I'm not playing that game. Right. There's too many other factors. So, yeah, he might one day get to the point where he has friends or something. He's like, I want to ride the bus.
Yeah.
I'll be like, okay, get your ass on it. Let's go. As long as he's vaccinated. But we're not there yet. So we are going to go because it's 12:03.
Yeah.
And somebody turns into a pumpkin, a cranky, cranky pumpkin at midnight. I'll pay for that later. I don't want to mark. I don't want to mark. So
you better watch that sassy.
I know. And now, well, I was about to say, now we've got strong internet. We don't. We still don't. But we're going to go. Thank y'all for being here. We're sorry that the video quality internet connection sucked. Hopefully we were pretty good background noise for anybody. Yeah. Thanks to those who chatted with us. Thanks to the lurkers for just hanging out and putting us on in the background.
Always happy to have y'all hang out with you.
We're happy you're here in whatever form it takes, and hopefully if the internet cooperates, we'll be back on Wednesday, and then we'll do this again. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye.